Hello guys, welcome back into another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some updates that are going to be in Wild Horse Islands, and also some things that I think that Wild Horse Islands has done so much better on. Now, to get the video started, I'm going to be showing you guys what Trick posted on the Discord and what the options were. So Trick posted a poll up on Discord saying that these could possibly be in the 100th update. And the options were legacy breeds and coats in the wild temporarily. We had a all boosts global boost, which only got 2% ratings, which I'm actually quite surprised about. And there is also a island unique hair 5 times and a horn boost 5 times on global boost. So the 5 times boost and the legacy coats and breeds basically tied. You would think that they would add the 5 times horn and island unique hair because it did basically win. But if you go into the update or the event page, it shows the legacy breeds. Now, this does not fully confirm this because it might just be a photo from the past, and that is what they're trying to get at. Now, do not quote me on this, as I said, it is not confirmed, but it is possible, and it's probably more possible than the 5 times horn and island unique hair boost. Now, this 100th update will be going on for 14 days, which is quite nice. It is like a smaller event, so that's nice. Now, if this event does get confirmed where they release the legacy breeds and coats, I definitely recommend that you guys sell your V1 Frisians, V1 Clydesdales before the update comes, because they're obviously going to lower in their value. Now, if this update does come out and it goes to all islands, I would definitely recommend you guys going to the competition hub, as they have coats that aren't found in the wild and could possibly be found on V1 Frisians and Clydesdales. And those guys are quite rare because there are literally none of them right now, but if they do keep them in the game, then we will have some. But those will definitely probably be the rarest that you can get. Also, with this legacy breeds and coats, I definitely recommend you guys to breed if possible. Now, if they let you guys breed these legacy horses, that would be amazing. I think that would be life-changing, honestly. I would spend Robux on breeding vouchers and everything, so that would be amazing. But guys, if they do make that happen, definitely breed. Just keep on breeding. Keep on breeding until your inventory is full. Now, as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm also going to be going over some of the updates or things that Wild Horse Islands has done that I think are amazing and huge progress from what they used to do. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the event coats. So Wild Horse Islands has had a problem in the past where they didn't do so great at blending colors and making them look crisp and realistic. And I think now you can literally see the crispness and everything that looks realistic in here. Like, obviously on the Firefly Morgan, it's black, so you can't really see much of the shading, but you can just see how crisp the edges are on all of these patterns and just how nice they look all together. Now, this is a autumn 2022 quarter horse, and you can just see here how blurry and not crisp all the patterns and images are on this horse. It's just not that great. And also the dapples are very unrealistic as they show up on the neck, which most horses, they don't have dapples on the neck. You can also see with the blazes and face patterns how they are very, very blurry, and then in comparison to the ones nowadays. Now, I'm also going to show you guys the V1s in comparison to the V2s and what they have changed and what they have progressed in drastically. Alright guys, this is my V1 Frisian Bullet, and actually this coat isn't that bad. It could be way more smooth and sharpened, but honestly it's not that bad. But this is what the Frisian looked like back in 2022. Very simple, looks like a horse you could paint, honestly. Just a normal classic horse anybody could make the model of. Legs don't really have any joints that are shown up unless they're bending their legs. Their feet are kind of just cylinders along with their hooves. They don't really have any feathers, but yeah, that's the Frisian basically. Now, this is a very loved model because it is rare and people cannot get it anymore, but it is a very classic looking horse that you could literally just draw and it would look like this. And now this is the newer version of the Frisians. As you can see, the pattern is also not that crisp, but you can see some detail in the fur, which is nice. You can also see a little bit more shading within the white. They do have feathers now, which is nice, including the pasterns, which are also very nice and very detailed. Now with the Frisian, I do feel like they could have done better with the body structure. I feel like the legs they did amazing on, but the head and the chest structure I think need to be a little bit better. But yeah, this is the Frisian. Alright, and this is the Clyde, which in my opinion looks a little bit worse than the Frisian. I feel like it's way too just square and rectangular, really. I feel like it needs to be taller and have a little bit more proportionate features. But yeah, this is the Clydesdale. Again, really no feathers, it just has a wide leg. And then its face is quite small, honestly. And yeah, this is the Clydesdale, kind of similar to the Frisian, where you can just draw it and it would look like this. And this is the Clydesdale. It definitely had a lot of nice rework in here. This remodel is amazing. I do feel like they could do better on the feather as they did on the Frisian. I think the Frisian feather is a little bit better. This one, I feel like it looks like a bunch of cylinders just meshed together within the foot. But yeah, I feel like they did an amazing job on this one. I feel like it's a little bit better than the Frisian compared to realistic wise, and yeah. They did amazing on the body, in my opinion. The face looks way better. But yeah, that's the Clydesdale. Alright, so I'm just using the V1 Appaloosas to show you how they progressed within their patterns. So this is the V1 Appaloosa. This girl's named Carrot. But she is just a chestnut Appaloosa, and yes, this is very red for a chestnut. But as you can see, it's quite classic looking. I actually really like this. And then they also have a unrealistic sock right here, which is quite weird. I've never seen a horse that had a sock and then didn't have a sock on their cornet. But yeah. And then this is it compared to the V2 Appaloosa. So you can obviously tell they are still kind of struggling with the blurriness of the patterns here, but they did update this one quite early into the game, so there's obviously not much progress they've done. Now they do have the realistic socks, which is nice, along with the hooves as well. They do not have that weird cornet that isn't colored. But yeah, this is the V2 Appaloosa. But yeah, this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video showing the new update coming and also the overview of past updates, including the V1 Frisians, Clydesdales, and Appaloosas. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!